Right, good afternoon, everybody. We'll start off by doing a couple of introductions. So those of you who haven't met me, my name's Mr. Harry Nichols. I'm the Senko now at the school. I'm going to be the senior leader over year 1 and year 2. So it's a pleasure to see many faces and also some new faces today. But if you see me in the playground, any concerns and questions, please do come to me. I float mostly around year 1, but I'll be around the playground as well. You start with this.
Hi, I'm Miss Vega. Some of you may know me. I'm year 1 in 1K. I work alongside Mr. Actor, so I'm on Monday to Wednesday. He's actually been on Wednesday to Friday. But as a cohort, we work together. So it's not just the 1K children I work with, I also work with children in 1 year.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Actor. I work with Miss Begum in year 1K. We work part-time. I'm in on a Wednesday, Thursday and Friday.
Hi, I'm Mr. I'm full-time, so I'm here Monday to Friday.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Paul and I'm support staff in 1E.
And a lot of you might know me. I travel from reception up with them. I'm 1K support staff.
And I'm Miss Wynn, you know me, and I'm making sure the year 1 team take care of you. Yeah, they're doing their job. And we also have additional staff that work with specific children, but they also work with other children in the year group who aren't able to be here now, but you will see them working outside with the children or the staff.
Introductions for those who need this.
Yeah. Okay, right. So just to share the school and year group expectations, we just want to really highlight that it's really important that your children are on time. And if they lose out on any time in school, it will have an impact on their learning. So this is what the day looks like. 8:45 we start. So if they're ready to come in by 8:45. And we'll open the door, they'll come in, they'll have some basic skills activity to support their learning from maths, English, reading, or other areas of the curriculum. And school finishes at 3:15. Entry, I think we all know, is the gates over there and exits at the same place. And our attendance, we expect to be minimum 96%. Miss Chowdhury's not here. But attendance, Ms. Chowdhury deals with attendance. If there are any problems or concerns or anything, please do speak to her, or you can speak to us, and Ms. Chowdhury will be able to support you. Our behaviour for learning, we focus on our magic habits. Some of you may be already familiar with it. So where M stands for motivation, A, positive attitude, G for function, I for independence and education. We give out awards for children where we see them able to use some of the magic habits. We give out dojo points, certificates. There's Friendship Fridays where they're given awards for work that's been done, whether it's homework, project, or just their behaviour for that in school. And they've also given house points, and I'm sure every child should have a house team where end of term there's always a celebration with the winning team, and that's throughout the school.
So just to add, sorry, on punctuality. So the classroom doors are open at 8:45 and they close at 8:50.
8:55.
8:55, and the gates will shut at 8:55 as well.
Okay. So as one of the senior leaders of the school, I'm also one of the DSL, which stands for the Designated Safeguarding Leads. So it's really important that at Keir Hardie that we want to make sure that our children feel safe and happy at school. And that is part of our commitment, also our statutory duty. There might be a time where we might need to talk with families and children, and this is in a supportive manner, and it's a way of collaboration and working together to make sure that we are keeping children safe and happy and support families. It's not a way of criticising parents at all. So there might be times in the child's school journey that we will have contact with a DSL of the safeguarding natures, and it's just part of our duty of care that we do that in statutory as well. So it's just sort of outline of what we have to do as we work with children. Yeah. And this is our safeguarding team. So Ms. Otieno is our lead in terms of designated safeguarding lead, but on the day-to-day running, a lot of it will be the senior leader, which is up here, Mr. Barco, myself, and Ms. Woodall. And then as part of our inclusion team, we also got Mr. Nicol, who is our Senko, and our two lovely learning mentors as well. So we've worked together as a team to think about safeguarding and making sure that we've got systems and procedures in place that keeps family and children safe as they are in our care. Okay, so if you have any concerns about safeguarding in respect, then these are your kind of team members that you can go and speak to, but also your first support will be here.
Just to add on, it's not only about safeguarding, we are going through any crisis issues. We have like contact us signposts to other things like housing or food bank.
That's a really good point, is that we do want to support families, and we hold a lot of information about the local offer, we're signposting to child services. And life can be challenging, and we all need a little bit of help along the way, and that's what we are here for. So please do come and speak to any of us if you have any questions and support and advice.
So continuing on from safeguarding, a key area which we've been focusing across the school for our curriculum is online safety as well. And I know that the children still seem young in year one, but lots of children have access to devices, computers. So we're going to work with you to support you in basically in that journey at the moment. So we've broken up into 5 areas, and we want you to remember SMART. Okay, and that's what we're going to share with the children. So monitor their sharing and how they share everything they do share on the internet, and also as parents think about that as well. You'll be coming into groups at school, you'll be taking photographs, etc. But make sure that that's basically kept to your own child. You're not sharing other photos of other children. In terms of managing privacy, if you're using apps that can communicate as well as children, I know that maybe not this low in the school, but some children do have access to WhatsApp groups, etc. Please make sure you're monitoring that, including using your own phones. If children are using your phones, just make sure that if they can read your communication as well. Ask for help. Don't ever be worried about asking for help from someone you trust. You'll not be judged, so you can ask us for help at school, ask the class teachers, the safeguarding leads, okay? And the children, we teach them exactly the same as well. If they have any concerns with anyone they've spoken to on the internet, anything they've seen on the internet. That's a prime example. If something like that gets raised with the safeguarding team, somebody might reach out to you just to have a conversation, just to explore that a little bit. It's something that we see more and more with safeguarders, mostly it's a lot of online as well. Respect for others, be kind. We teach them that other people may have different opinions from them as well, and that's okay, but we need to watch out for abuse as well, taking screenshots, and block and report that if you see it as well for your children, just to share that with the team so we can monitor that. And think critically, trust your instinct. If you see anything which you feel uncomfortable with, please share that with us. And it's the same all of these areas of what we teach the children as well. Think about, like fake news, things they see, things they share. Think about people they know and who they're sharing information with. Be sure to monitor that. Just always question.
Perfect. At Keir Hardie, we celebrate British values. These come under these 5 categories, which are democracy, rule of law, individual liberty, mutual respect, and tolerance of different faiths and beliefs. And the children will be exposed to these values and understand what they mean. That is reinforced throughout the year. We also have a legal responsibility to make sure the children know not to discriminate based on protected characteristics. You can see some of the protected characteristics here. And these are reminders to the children throughout their time at Keir Hardie.
Sorry, I just want to add on there as well, you'll see disability as one of the key areas for protected characteristics. We have lots of children with additional needs at school who we support, and some of those children, their needs might not be visible straight away. So we have lots in place to support the children, and sometimes that can look different for some of those children. If you have anything you'd like to, for example, we might have different behaviour policies in place for different children, etc. Just be mindful of that when you are seeing other children around and what that looks like. And if you've got anything you'd like to talk about, please just reach out to me as well. We can have this conversation.
Right, so in terms of the curriculum, we have some core subject areas. We have phonics, basic skills, reading, comprehension, English, writing, maths and science. So this is done weekly. Reading, phonics are done every day. So we have science every week, and maths is every day, and basic skills is what we do every morning. Every week we have PE, so we have at the moment 2 PE sessions on a Tuesday and a Thursday. We have RE and PSHE sessions running throughout the term. So every half term we have an RE and PSHE unit again to support the learning of British values and characteristics. What do you mean by RE? Yes. Oh, sorry, yeah, okay, I should have explained that. Religious education, okay, and when we teach about PSHE, we teach about children's emotions, their growing, their learning, their well-being, how to deal with their well-being and the changes, like family, yeah. So every half term, we do history, geography, art and design, design and technology, computing and music. There's in year 1, last year we trialled something called continuous provision, which is again improving it this year. And what we do is we actually enhance the learning in all the areas of the curriculum, both the core subjects and the foundation subject, and the children are able to learn through play. And one of the areas that we are developing is a play-based approach to support high-quality learning for the children. So what the children do is they initially start off working in smaller focus groups with adults, and then that group would expand throughout the year. And at the same time, they have access to the provision where they have areas linked with history or geography, RE or PSHE, maths, other areas of maths, and then they'll be able to access the learning or not, which is why you'd see there's been set up outside. So we now have a cornered off playground, a year 1 playground, where children would have access to learning outside as well as inside, and they access the learning to both classrooms, which is why some parents apologise in advance. And yesterday we had some children leaving their jumpers in the next door class and their coats there. That might happen, so we just get used to and remind the children can take your belongings back into your own class. We also have drama, mindfulness. Again, these are activities that we have a specialist who comes in, and there's a mindfulness activity for children to help with their control of their emotions or just taking some time out. We have collective worship, and we've mentioned about the teaching of the British values. Does anyone have any questions about the curriculum? Yeah, I don't think we've got a timetable up there, do we, about how the days run. So in terms of in the morning, we have 4 subjects, which is the English, the maths, and the science, where it's in the timetable in the afternoon. And through provision, we have the foundation subjects.
Thanks, that's me. So a little bit further on the foundation subjects, these are often taught in the afternoon. Sometimes they're taught in the morning, often in the afternoon. And the Keir Hardie learning journey, every lesson in core subjects are taught with this in mind. So the children will see slides, and each slide will link to this learning journey. So first of all, we'll have a recap of what they already know. Then it's vocabulary. After that, it will be exploring what they're learning, and so on. It ties really, really tightly to the foundation subjects. For each core subject, each slide will tie to this. For the foundation subjects, each lesson will tie to this. So we usually have 6 lessons. Some of these go together. So the knowledge harvest and key vocabulary will be 1 lesson, and the vocabulary we would expect to see taught throughout the journey. Then the children will explore. Often their homework will be linked to the research. When you get homework, it will still be part of their learning journey. We've got then teaching them skills at this point, and then assessing. That will come together. Then it's a case of them applying those skills. At that point, they should have learnt them. They can start to show. And as they're applying their skills, it leads them to the exit point, which effectively is, have they learned what we want them to? So have they met their learning objective at that point for their foundation subject, for example, history? That's their exit point. And then towards the end, it's making links. So for example, I said history. History at the moment, we are going to be learning about toys, old and new. So by the end of the history topic, are they able to then make links to maybe their toys? Maybe they start to ask questions of yourselves. So what toys did you play with when you were young? That sort of thing. And then celebrate. Obviously, we celebrate their work. So, I mean, you can see, I guess it's to do with PE, but was it that we are celebrating some of the work they've done with gymnastics, those sort of things. Same thing happens in class. So, we'll have all their good work to be up for them to see, and also in the displays around the school. Pupil expectations. So, just like the teachers have a contract and held to account, so we do the same for the children. So this is effectively what we're expecting of them when they come in. And it's good to share with you so that we're all on the same page. So always to try the hardest and take part in school activities, be helpful and polite to other children and adults, follow the school rules, including the class charter, which is the classroom rules, which the children help to generate. Get to school every day and be on time, complete and return all their homework that's set, wear the school uniform, and also remember to bring in their PE kits for PE. Use the 5 Bs. That means, let me see if I've got this in the right order. It's first of all, it's brain. Then it's the board, look at the board. Then it's the book, look inside their book. Then it's ask their buddy next to them. And lastly, put your hand up and ask the boss, which is the teacher. So this is the strategy that we expect of them to promote the school positively and show their magic habits every day.
So attendance is very important, as you know. If your child misses 90, if they miss 19 days, that's 90%. So that's a very low attendance for them. It's a very chunk of the year if they miss so many days. It's very important that children come to school and we try to keep the attendance above 95% and up. We have a policy that we have to follow, and it's not that you get letters from the school. It's not that we want to attack you or anything that such, or we want to know your business or where you're going. But for us, it's a safeguarding as well. Attendance is part of safeguarding, and we follow the local borough, the local authority, and what the government have asked us to do. So when we monitor attendance it's monitored every day actually. So if your child doesn't attend school, you will get a call from us or a message to say why they're not here. It's very important that if they are absent due to sickness, please call the school, keep us updated, give us medical proof if you can. If they're absent for certain days, because we say if they're absent for 3 days and above, we ask for medical evidence, and if the attendance is below 90%, then even 1 day we ask for medical evidence. And term time leave as well. We do not allow term time absences. We don't authorize them. You will get a fine. It's a 3-year rolling period. Last year, all the parents that are in reception were very lucky that you went on holiday. This year, no, you will definitely get a fine. So £80 per parent. Following time, second time, it doubles, and the third time is a prosecution. So we have to follow through. So please be mindful when you book your holidays. Try to book it when it's during holiday time. Thank you. Any questions?
So we have reading expectations in our school. We have the children go home with a book bag on a Thursday. They've got to read in this fun book. It's the yellow book. Every single child has it. So they take a book on Thursday and they bring it back the following Thursday, where they can change the book as well. So please do write on it, read with your child, and please can you read with your child for a minimum of 20 minutes every day. If you just give that time, you know, that really supports their learning, not just for reading in all other subjects of the curriculum as well, their confidence and so forth, yeah?
Okay, so in Keir Hardie, we have something called magic habits. Can I just get a show of hands of parents that know what they are? Do we know what magic habits are? Anyone? Okay, so magic habits are, so each letter has a habit that we want our children to instill and take with them when they leave Keir Hardie. So the letter M stands for motivation. So that's trying to get children to feel motivated, getting ready for learning, staying focused and really eager to learn. The letter A stands for attitude, positive attitude. So having that positive mindset, staying focused again and really giving it the all, staying focused. The letter G is gumption. So really sort of thinking for themselves, taking initiative, coming up with ideas, problem solving. The next slide. I is for independent thinking. So really trying to actually challenge themselves, thinking for themselves, trying to think, again, problem solving as well. And C is communication. So listening, taking turns, speaking clearly. And these are the habits that we will try and instill in our children, in your children. And what we do is each week we have a focus habit. So at the moment, it's week 3, so it's the letter MAG, so it's gumption. So we're looking out for gumption this week, and then what happens on a Friday, we do a celebration assembly and we award a child that has shown gumption throughout the week, and then they get given a certificate. So those are the 5 magic habits. The next thing is school uniform. So as you know, in terms of our school uniform, children should be coming into school wearing a jumper with the school logo, the white t-shirt, the polo t-shirt, grey trousers for girls with a dress, tights, and has to be sensible black shoes. Next slide. And then the PE kits, children have been given a house and they need to wear the house colour t-shirts that they've been allocated to. And they need to ensure they wear appropriate footwear, no jewellery or make sure hair is tied back, no earrings, and we can ignore the deodorant. Not at this stage, maybe later on. Okay, next.
I just do want to add that it is a continuous provision, like we are in the reception where the children will go outdoor and indoors. So as it's getting colder and wetter, just think about the clothes that your children are coming in, because they get to be outside. So there is that saying that we said in the early years, there's no bad thing as bad weather, it's just bad clothes. So make sure your children come in so they can be outside, they can still access the learning and be outdoors as well. You still got that continuous provision in your one.
Yeah. And make sure that the jumpers are labelled with the children's names. So when they do go missing, it just saves us all the sort of panic.
That's mine.
Okay, in terms of homework, the rationale is to practice basic skills, and we want children to learn more. We want to embed and consolidate key learning that they've learned throughout the week, so remembering more. And we have a section in our homework sheet that's been set for research topics, and that's to encourage the independence. And the projects are also set to try and encourage more creativity. So in terms of homework set, we have a maths section. For maths, we gave out a white rose maths journal book that everyone should have received. So on the homework sheet, we will state the pages that your child needs to complete. So make sure that they don't go ahead and go through the whole book. Just stick to the pages that has been stated on the homework sheet. There's going to be an English section, a grammar section, spelling, and again, the research and creative projects. Homework is given out on a Friday, and then they need to be returned on a Thursday. And it needs to all stay in the plastic wallet that has been provided. So if you make sure you put in the purple homework book, the maths book, the reading yellow record book, along with the reading book, all inside the plastic wallet. And that needs to be handed in on a Thursday. Okay, and then Friday, we'll then give out the new set of homework for the following week. We'll also try to make sure that homework is posted on Dojo. In the last point, we do have something, we have a homework club where children can come in and use that time to complete homework. So just let us know if you'd like to sign up your child to join the club. It will be starting next week. Homework club, information regarding clubs will be sent out today. I've just been informed by the office, so that you should see a message on your parent mail.
Okay, so leading on from pupil expectations, we also have staff expectations. We'll also come on to parent expectations as well, as it's like a team approach to say education as a whole. So as staff, it's our duty to prepare exciting, appropriately pitched lessons and support children's learning, and that's through the continuous provision, English, maths, core, all areas of the day. We want to provide a stimulating, safe environment for children to learn and to develop and feel safe. We want to help the children to understand what they are learning. We'll give rewards and praise and attention to those who are helpful and also those who are making progress. There's lots of different areas of which we would add that. We provide a range of homework to support your children's learning. We teach tolerance and acceptance in accordance to the British values, which we discussed earlier. We'll always communicate with you about your child's progress, so that's through termly reports. And if we're concerned about your child's well-being or behaviour, we'll also have that continuous communication with you. And it's the same for you to feel comfortable to give that back as well. If there's any concerns you'd like to share, please do. We'll be more role models and always show our magic habits as well as expecting magic habits from the children. And as discussed earlier, safeguarding is a key area. We'll always safeguard your child to provide the school policies and procedures. So yes, following on from that, parent and carer expectations. So to help my child, I will ask you to encourage your child to do their best in all that they do. We encourage positive and polite behaviours at all times to ensure that the children behave well at school. Ensure that children attend school every day on time unless he or she is ill, and to notify us if so. Ensure that the children complete their homework, spelling and times tables, and this also brings the correct equipment to school each day. But specifically thinking, as we spoke about, clothes and coats, water bottles, everything needed. And so it follows on to the next one. So I jumped ahead there. School uniform. Encourage have a go attitude, or I can do attitude, and ask for help if needed. Provide children with experiences that support their learning outside school. So taking them out on the weekends, going out to trips, talk to us about what we're providing in school. Look at the newsletter, see if you can match up the experiences with what we're doing to give them that head start, give them that opportunity to pre-teaching this. Some ideas so they can come to school prepared. Discuss any concerns with the class teacher, attend start school meetings just like today. So thank you so much for your attendance. Teach children to be tolerant and accepting of differences, also reflected in our school's diversity, particularly what I mentioned earlier around disabilities.
As I mentioned before, I think earlier on I've mentioned about how there's different ways that we communicate with carers. So face to face, you're free to come and speak to us if you want to arrange. If it's you think it'll take a longer time, please speak to us at the beginning of the day to arrange an appointment. So sometimes in the morning, there's a lot of parents who have loads of questions and it's quite rushed, and there's children coming in you need to work with. So if it's something that will take a little bit longer, please do just arrange a time, and any of the adults here are more than happy to make that time to meet with you. We also communicate via Class Dojo, so if you've got to post a message there, we will see it. We'd just like you to know during the working day, we may be in class, so we won't have time to sit in your seat after school. And if it's a message in the evening, then we may not reply to the following day, unless obviously it's urgent and something that we need to respond to straight away.
The urgent message working for class.
Yeah, I mean, if there's something, it would, urgent messages won't be answered, but we also communicate via newsletters, which you receive. We've got termly newsletters, school website. You have a lot of information on the school website regarding parent workshops, regarding any open days or events that are happening in the school. And we also will have termly reports that we will share with you all. Again, as I've mentioned, if you do feel you need to speak to us about something, you want to speak to your class teacher just to discuss your child's progress or anything you think that we need to do to support them, or anything you can do to support them further, please do come and speak to us. We are more than happy to try and make that time to meet with you all and just get to know our children more. And yeah, we just like, as Mr. Nichols mentioned, we'd like to work as a team and support each other. So if there's, we would communicate with you all if there's what you can do in terms of, like we said, about the reading, the homework to support your child's learning. And if you feel we can do, please let us know. And just respecting each other, communicating with each other respectfully. And if you do have any concerns, please let us know. Otherwise, you can also follow our school complaints with if there's anything serious that you think you need to take further that we cannot resolve. So if anyone has any questions, oh, actually, before we do that was a yeah.
One last thing. So we've got educational visits throughout the year. So at the moment, during this autumn term, we have a visit to the church that we'll be attending to, a local walk. I'm not sure if it's litter picking, just need to confirm that, but we do have a fire station booked for work week and then Southend Beach. So that, sorry, all of these trips are across the year. We also have another one, a local walk to West Ham Park, where they will be doing a workshop. Next Wednesday, we have History of the Page. So that would be indoors. It's a whole day workshop. It's really exciting for the children to get children excited about history. It's part of the history topic, toys. So that will be next Wednesday. And then we will also have the Christmas Journey workshop on 9th of December as part of our. Yeah, that's fine.
Any parents would like to volunteer for History of the Page, just let your class teacher know or TA. That'd be fantastic. Thank you so much.
If we can, yeah, sometimes we can really do with extra adults to help. Yeah, but we'll tomorrow when we see you, obviously, if you're interested, feel free to come and volunteer. We get loads of you. That's great. We might be able to have everyone, but we'll see. Yeah, we'd love to have you involved if you want to be. Yeah.
No, not for this one.
But yeah, anything, if you want to, it's very much appreciated.
And we'll share a little bit more information on Class Dojo later on this afternoon, so you know what it is that we're expecting for next week, if you are available, and how you can inform us so we don't have more adults than children. Also, just adding on to the educational visits, there are on occasions that we do ask some parents to join us to support the children. So again, if we do have too many parents saying they want to come along, we do need to, there'll be a point where we need to say, okay, we can only take 5 or 6 parents along with us. But yeah, please do look out for information when we do share that. Yeah, and yes, finally, does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
The phonics reading. Yes, you're right. So phonics. There will be a phonics and reading workshop happening this half term, and then Ms. Vega and I will do a year 1 expectation workshop for you, because obviously the children will finish the early years curriculum and then bridging into the national curriculum. Lots of you have questions about ways, what does that look like and how you can support your children in the core subjects. So we would love to work with you and give you lots of ideas. So that's going to happen soon. So next week you should get some more information about parent workshop. But you're right, phonics reading check is in July.
So it's at the end of the year. We are going to.
We do prepare.
We prepare a lot for it. Did really well last year. So we hope to do even better this year. But we'll be given much more information on it. Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions? Sorry, there is a lot of information there. I know. Thank you so much for giving your time to sit and listen. We hope that this will be an amazing year for all of us to work together. And like I said, that we are so happy, we're more than happy to speak to you if you've got any worries or concerns, or you'd like any further information. So thank you very much for your time.